guys, what's up and welcome back to my channel. Today's video is inspired by Julia Adams because she recently uploaded a video called My Makeup Collection If I Weren't a Beauty Guru. And she again was inspired by Jamie Paige, who started this whole video idea, and I felt so inspired to do this kind of video. And I really don't assume that I'm a beauty guru. I'm just a girl who loves to play around with makeup and that has improved her makeup skills over the years, and I'm just here to help you with your beauty problems. But that's just the video title, so I would say it would better fit all the beauty products that I would have without this beauty channel here. To be honest, without this YouTube channel I would only have about a third of all these products that I have today. So I'm pretty excited to share with you my entire makeup collection if I weren't a beauty guru. And this is the drugstore version of this whole thing because I only own a few high-end products and I've mainly bought them because of this channel here. So I think I wouldn't have a single high-end product if I wouldn't have this channel. Before we get started, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up if you like it and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. And of course, don't forget to turn on the notification bell so you always get notified when I'm uploading a new video. That was a pretty long sentence, but now without further ado, let's get started. So I have beauty products from each category, but maximum 3, because I know that if I weren't a beauty guru or if I wouldn't have this channel here, I wouldn't have more than 3 blushes or 3 bronzers or so on. Let's start with the base, so with a primer, and here I've got first the Baby Skin Instant Pore Eraser Primer from Maybelline, and I've used this now for years. I think I've started using it in 2016. I used this now for so many years and I always go back to this primer because it covers my pores nearly completely and it makes all my foundations look very good, very flawless, and it also makes my foundation last longer on my skin. And of course it's from the drugstore, so pretty affordable, so I definitely think that I would have this one in my collection. And another one, and it's the Catrice Prime and Fine Aqua Fresh Hydrating Primer. In comparison to the Maybelline primer, the Catrice one is a very moisturizing and hydrating primer without this pore minimizing effect. I have pretty dry skin most of the time. I've really needed an extra product between my face moisturizer and my foundation, and this is the perfect product, especially if my skin is extremely dry. And this is the second primer that I'm always reaching for, that I use now for I would say 2 years or a year, but I really love this. I'm so obsessed with this, so I'm definitely sure that this will also be part of my collection. So let's move on to foundation, and I really have to admit that before I really started constantly watching YouTube videos, I've only used BB creams. I had no single foundation and I constantly used BB creams because it was super easy to apply them with the hands and the coverage was enough for my skin. And I've really enjoyed using the Garnier Skin Active BB cream. This is in the shade Light, and now after so many years I still use it because I know it works, I know that it looks good. It's the perfect BB cream because it has I would say a light to medium coverage, but more on the lighter side. But it really covers all the imperfections and also my pores around my nose, and it also has a very natural, dewy and glowy finish. So perfect for an everyday basis, for a very natural makeup look. So that's the perfect product if you want to have a little bit of coverage and something that covers the imperfections, but nothing that is too heavy or too cakey. And I really enjoy using this when I'm in a rush because I only apply this with my fingers. That's the best way how it works, so I don't need an extra tool, so just apply it and then you're good to go. And it also covers my dark under eye circles a little bit, so perfect product. And I'm pretty sure that I would also have foundations in my collection just for days where I just need a little bit more coverage or for a night out. And the first one would be the Catrice HD Liquid Coverage Foundation. I have mine in the shade 020 Rose Beige. I actually bought this foundation for the first time when I haven't started my YouTube channel, so I'm pretty sure that I would also use it without this channel. I loved it from the first time and I still love it because it has a very liquidy texture and it gives my skin always a medium to light coverage, but yeah, that's enough for me and it always looks good. I also have it on today. I really like the finish, and even though it's a mattifying foundation, it never makes my skin look dry or cakey. And then I've got another foundation that I'm pretty sure that I would have without this channel here, and it's the L'Oreal Perfect Match Foundation. This foundation was recommended to me by a friend, and I think she uses this foundation now for, I would say, literally forever. Because every time when I've seen her doing the makeup, she has used this foundation, and yeah, she was just raving about it, and she's 100% right. I love this foundation for so many reasons. Because first, this foundation gives you medium coverage, that's totally enough for me. Second, it also gives your skin a very natural and healthy glow. And it's a skin tone adapting foundation, so perfect for me because I always buy the wrong shades. My foundations are either way too light or way too dark, so I always have to use darkening or lighting drops. And I really believe in the skin tone adapting formula because I've used the foundation in the summertime when I was definitely more bronzed than now. And I also use it now when my natural skin tone is really, really light. And it always looks good. It just matches perfectly to my skin. Of course, it looks a little bit darker. It's not as light as my natural skin tone, but yeah, I just love this foundation, and I'm definitely sure that it would also be part of my collection. So let's move on to concealers, and that was pretty easy because I only have two concealers that I use since 2016, so long time before I've actually started this channel. And the first one is the Liquid Camouflage Concealer by Catrice. Mine is in the shade 005 Natural, Light Natural. This concealer has all the benefits that I'm really looking for in a concealer. Because first, it's a full coverage concealer. It covers all my purpley and blue veins underneath my eyes and also on my eyelids because I also use it as an eyeshadow primer. It smells amazing, a little bit like baby powder, but I really like the scent. And texture is extremely creamy and soft, so perfect if you have dry under eyes. And it never dries out my under eyes at all. And another thing that I really like about it is that it stays in place the whole day long. It doesn't fade away or just moves around your face. And the next concealer is the Instant Anti-Age Rewind Concealer by Maybelline. Mine is in the shade 01 Light. So with this concealer, it's the same case like with this one, because I've bought this, I think, in 2016. And since this time, I've repurchased it so many times and I always use it because it's full coverage, it covers everything, it's not drying out, it stays in place. I know that when I first bought this concealer, I was a little bit skeptical because after one, it looks a little bit weird, and that's a typical concealer one for me, not this here. And also the formula isn't as creamy as the one from the Catrice concealer, so I wasn't sure what to think about it, but I instantly stopped being skeptical when I saw the result because the coverage of this concealer is even a little bit better than the one from the Catrice one. I'm pretty sure that I'm going to use this concealer also the next years, like the Liquid Camouflage one. Let's move on to powder, and here I've got only one, and it's the Catrice Nude Illusion Powder. And I think I've bought it at the same time like the concealers in 2016, so way much time before I started this channel. This powder always gives me the most amazing results because it sets the concealer in place, it covers my pores when I'm using the right brush, and it never dries out my under eyes. So the perfect loose powder, because these are all the things that I'm looking for in a loose powder. And I've also another loose powder that's not bad in general, but this is just my favorite of all time. It's super affordable, it does its job, and yeah, I can't aim for more, so that's the reason why it's part of this video. Let's move on with bronzer, and here I've got two ones. The first one is the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer, and this is a product that I've mainly bought because Kathleen Lights was mentioning it, and she's definitely one of my favorite YouTubers of all time. And this was also before I had this channel, and since this time I'm buying it constantly again, because that's definitely one of the best bronzers of all time. It's a very neutral matte bronzer and it always gives me the most beautiful natural sun-kissed look, and the best thing is the scent. It always reminds me of summer, like pina colada, coconut something. So really, really good. I always love the result. I don't have it on today. I totally forgot to mention the formula, because like the name says, it's a very soft and buttery bronzer. So super easy to apply and to blend out. So hands down, I love this bronzer. But there's another one that I also would use if I were in a beauty guru, and it's the Mix Factor Cream Bronzer. And that's a bronzer that I have on today, and I love the result because it makes my skin always very sun-kissed, beautiful, and it also has a little bit of shimmer in it, so nothing too much, nothing too dramatic. It's a beautiful golden sheen like here in the packaging. I also like the texture. It's super easy to apply and to blend out, and of course super affordable because it's from the drugstore like all the other things, of course. Let's move on to highlighter, and this was a little bit hard because I know that before I started my channel I didn't apply any highlighter because I always thought that it's not necessary, and I started to buy my first highlighter when I had my channel just because, yeah, of course everybody here on YouTube applies highlighter, so you also have to, of course. And now I'm just obsessed with highlighter. There can never be enough highlighter on my face. And I think the one that I would go for would be the Wet n Wild Mega Glow highlighter, because this highlighter is super affordable. A little bit goes a long way, and you can use only a little bit to get a very natural highlight, but also build it up to get a very strong and intense result. And even though I have other highlighters that I really love, I think that this one would be part of my collection. Let's move on to the next product. And normally I would show you a contouring product here, but I really suck at contouring and I haven't figured out yet how to make it work, how to make it look good. So it's obvious that I also wouldn't use a contouring product in this other universe. So I will move on with blush, and here I've got two blushes, and the first one is the Catrice Strobing Blush in the shade 010 Mrs. Summer Peach, and that's by far one of my favorite blushes of all time because it has the perfect peachy shade for my skin tone and also a little bit of shimmer in it. It's not even very noticeable, so not too much. It looks extremely natural but beautiful on the skin. Another one that I really love is the Essence Matte Touch Blush in the shade 20 Bury Me Up. In comparison to the Catrice one, this Essence blush is completely matte and it's a little bit darker than this one, but on the cheeks it comes off very peachy and very beautiful. I have it on today. This blush always makes me look very healthy and it always comes off very beautifully. That's definitely a product that I would also use without being a beauty guru. And now let's move on to the brows. That was a little bit difficult because I know back in the day when I started watching YouTube videos, I never owned a single brow product because I had no idea how to use it, and I always thought, okay, I don't need it. And then I slowly started using a brow powder, but I still had no idea how to apply it and it never looked good. And by the way, it was the wrong color. But anyways, the time when I really started using more eyebrow products and just improved my eyebrow skills, I know they're still not perfect, was actually when I started my YouTube channel. So I'm pretty sure I would have never bought eyebrow gels or anything else when I wouldn't have this channel here. I think the only product that I would use or would have bought is the NYX Tinted Brow Mascara. Because that's super easy to apply to make the eyebrows look a little bit thicker. So that's why we have to move on to another category, and it's mascaras. And I've got two mascaras that I would definitely have in my makeup collection. And the first one is the Rimmel London Wonderfully Real Mascara. If you watch my channel now for a while, you probably will know that I'm obsessed with this mascara. If not, here's the information why. It gives so much length, volume, it separates the lashes. It just makes my eyelashes pop, and they always look the best when I'm using this mascara. But I've also got another mascara that is really close to the Rimmel one, and it's the Catrice Glam & Doll Mascara. And guys, this is only a few bucks and it makes my lashes so beautiful. It separates them, it gives length and volume. A little bit less volume than this mascara, but definitely enough for an everyday basis. And it's also perfect for the lower lashes because it has a curved side and a flat side. And the flat side is perfect for the lower lashes. It also stays in place the whole day long, it looks good, and I just like my lashes with this mascara on. And that leads us to another category for my eyes, and it's eyeliner. That was pretty easy because I only own about 4 eyeliners. One is an Hind eyeliner, and of course I'm not going to show it today because it's a drugstore edition. And the other ones are not 100% my favorites, so I have only one that I absolutely love, and it's the Ostrom Eye Artist Liquid Eyeliner. And to be honest, I was not the biggest fan of this eyeliner right from the beginning because I had no idea how to handle it. After a while I really knew how to use it, and I really started loving it because it's a very intensive black color and it also doesn't fade away during the day. And the best thing is that the tip is super precise, so you can easily draw a very thin and precise wing. So definitely my favorite eyeliner from the drugstore. So the next category are lipsticks. And I really have to admit that my whole lipstick collection contains red lipsticks and neutral berried color lipsticks. So it took a while to figure out which lipsticks I would use in this other universe. And I finally got to the decision that I would use 2 lipsticks. The first one would be the Superstay lipstick in the shade Cherry Pie. And as you can see, of course, it's a red one because I just love red lipstick and a red lip. I think it always looks so beautiful. I'm pretty sure that this one would be the only one in my makeup collection because I'm obsessed with it. This was my first red lipstick that I've ever bought. Okay, not this one, of course. A few years ago, another one, but the same color. And I still love it because the color intensity is insane and it stays on my lips literally forever. So you really have to take a micellar water cleanser with oil in it to remove it. So eating or drinking with this lipstick on is no problem, except the food is oily or greasy because this removes the lipstick. And another cool thing is that it also has a lip balm here on the other side, so you can apply it when your lips get dry. I'm pretty sure that I also would have this in my makeup collection. And then I've got another lipstick, and of course it's a berry tone one, and it's this Catrice Youthful Lips Conditioning Lip Butter. I have this lip product now for a while and I instantly fell in love with it because it's the perfect combination of a lipstick and a lip balm because it has a little bit of color in it, and it's very hydrating, very moisturizing, and the formula is very soft and buttery and not sticky at all. Okay, I totally forgot to mention eyeshadow, but I'm pretty sure that my makeup collection would only contain one single eyeshadow palette, and it would be this one here from Catrice, the Royal Idol's eyeshadow palette. And the reason why I would use this one is pretty simple because all the colors are very neutral, and I personally prefer all these neutral and brown shades and a little bit pinky shades. All the colors that I would need to create a natural everyday makeup look, but it's also possible to create very sexy nighttime looks. So these eyeshadows would be definitely enough in the world where I have no makeup channel. So guys, now you've seen my entire makeup collection if I weren't a beauty guru, and I really hope you've enjoyed watching this video. And of course, I wish you an amazing day, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!